throne as we praise one community led by Honorable Alfonso Jr. M. Agramon as the chairperson of Barangay Cabungaw Viejo, and be setting for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem and the singing of our beloved Sunny Hymn, a tribute to our identity, pride, and hope.
Let us put ourselves in the moment of prayer. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight with
resembling a serpent's curves. The skirt is full circular cut, designed by the blue flower petals to give more volume and details. The upper horn is ribbon-based fabric, designed and accentuated with chain crystal rhinestones and nugget crystal Sue rhinestones to give more details and spark. Also sprouted with different sizes of silver and blue beads to give contrast to the gown. Designer, Celine Panerio.
a tribute to timeless Filipino beauty and a proud representation of Bubon Sakaya. Designer, Mr. Archie Cajonces. Once again, candidate number 2, Cristel Dayan Cajonces, representing Bubon Sakaya.
Representing Bubon Camponero. The gown is inspired in Gumamela flower, also known as hibiscus. Gumamela gives beauty, femininity, and delicate look. The umbrella tone straight cut gown with a touchable bold electric pleated trail. A straight cut gown is a bulleted design with shaped crystal Sue rhinestone accentuated with red crystal Sue rhinestone to give shine and spot. The gown also has a flower petals caught through electric hand bond to give more realistic and also sprouted with a red piece and giving more details on it. Designer, Celine Panerio.
Lifeblood and legacy, as a land where Kalaway flows as swiftly as the stories passed down through generations. The rich, rusty orange hue is no accident. It mirrors the color of the sugarcane fields at Tusk. The burnt, shed soil that feeds our crops and the vibrant palette of our sunset stained skies. A perfect blend of nature's warmth and cultural fire. Anchoring this elegant creation are the dramatic Balito-inspired butterfly sleeves. Boldly structured yet graceful, evoking the strength and poise of Filipino, the unsung heroes of our towns past and present. This traditional sleeve reimagined with intricate beadwork and sculpted lines captures the spirit of Zaniki's information allowing the wearer to shine not just as a beauty, but as a bearer of legacy. This gown does not simply dazzle, it narrates. It speaks kalamay at kasaysayan of sword and soul, of timeless elegance, anchored in rich tradition. It moves with the grace of Sunrise festivals, the rhythm of its rituals, and the sweetness of its stories. And when it's worn by the rightful big eye, it becomes a living tapestry, where every stitch is a verse, every beat a blessing, and every curve a celebration of what it means to be silent one, fierce, radiant, and rooted in glory. Designer Jude Alnohan Palma. Once again, our candidate number 4, Danica Pamplona from Bukon, Pascuaro.
Candidate number 5, Miss Reliza May Carreño, representing Bukon from Bukon. Passionately pink, clad in this pink shade, spotted by silver, lavender, and pink pattern details, with an exquisite body, hanging silhouette exuding innocence and burning passion. The embellishments of this creation is 100% hand-sewn with Swarovski rhinestone and icon crystals, buckles, sterling beads, and sequins. Designer, Patterns of George, Peter Joshua Forti, Padu.
While adding luminous and regal quality. The gown is further elevated by the iconic Filipino butterfly sleeves. This structured sleeve sounds proudly at the shoulders, honoring Filipino tradition, while seamlessly blending into the gown's contemporary aesthetic. A true celebration of culture and sophistication. Designer, Mr. R.J. Pagonces. Once again, our candidate number 6, Shaina Marie Ligardo, who
of heritage and old femininity. Crafted as a Filipiniana gown with a striking serpentina cut. Made from red fabric, reminiscent of melted calamine, it molds perfectly to the body before flaring out with supple drum, capturing the strength, grace, and allure of the modern Filipino. Its structured Filipiniana lace sleeves stand proud, adding a touch of timeless elegance. The gown itself is brought to life by intricate silver and red beadwork that dances across the bodies and trails down the skirt in fluid, almost plain line patterns. The glint of HP mirrors the glimmer of sugar crystals, set under his pride, paying tribute to the sweet soul of Sugar Landing. Every detail is intentional, designed not just to be seen, but to be remembered. Worn on the Linay sa Kalamay stage, this gown is a celebration of identity, a graceful embodiment of tradition, transformation, and the enduring beauty of a Linay who wears her roots with pride. Designer, Gwen Jabet Aracali. Once again, candidate number 7, Miss Jabril Santiago, representing Bubuan Award.
Inspired by the graceful power of the Pinulugan waterfalls, crafted in flowing layers of beads, crystals, and seamless fabric. The base of the gown is a deep shimmering blue that fades in the lighter hues of aqua mimicking the cascading motion of water. Attached to the waist, the cape is a sheer emerald made of textile and fabric. It drapes gracefully to the floor and extends like a river behind the wearer. The edges of the cape are slightly with hot, creating the illusion of rippling water as the wearer walks. Light catching threads are woven into the fabric, creating a faint shimmering trail, as if the cape is water flowing from the waterfall motif. Tiny glass-like bits and crystals are scattered delicately along the hemline of the gown and along the hem of the cape. Each bit is gracefully, carefully placed to resemble droplets of water. Some may fall, others cling to the fabric like dew. These bits catch the light with every movement, adding to the illusion that the gown is alive with moisture and motion. This gown tells a story of nature's elegance, power, and serenity, perfect for a character
of light. Its surface is a meticulously crafted tapestry, fully painted from neckline to hem, each bead catching the light and creating a dazzling, almost molten effect. The intricate metallic trimmings woven throughout the beading add a sophisticated edge, defining the gown's elegant lines and providing a subtle artistic contrast. A true showstopper, the gown is crowned with a magnificent gold cape. This isn't just any cape, it's a testament to a dynamic design with its striking electric gleams. These sharp, defined folds give the cape a structural yet fluid quality, allowing it to move with a dramatic flourish, seemingly aligned with every step. As the wearer moves, the pleats fan out and ripple, creating an unforgettable silhouette that is both regal and electrifying. Designer, Rafa Inigo. Once again, candidate number 9, Miss Leila Jean Moico, representing Boboy Escobar.
Embellishments glisten subtly, reminiscent of crystallized sugar, evoking the sweetness of community and culture. This is not just a gown, it is a celebration of identity, heritage, and beauty born from the land. Designer Prince Kaan Khan.
elegant evening gowns.
So this one time, let's get to know better our contestants. So we will be having now our preliminary interview. So we're ready now for our preliminary interview.
Yes,
I'm
Ma'am
quite
Joy.
nervous myself.
And I believe our candidates have prepared long for this category. And I guess they're now ready for their preliminary interviews. Right, ladies?
Very good. Okay, so they say that it's easier to walk than to talk.
Yes.
But then let's find out. So we will be checking the weight of our candidates. Of course, let's start with our candidate number one.
And number one, please join us here in the center.
So candidate number one, good evening. Okay, so
as well.
okay, so would you like to bring somebody in the crowd?
Of course, I would love to thank my family for pagkatuloy at pagbiyahe. Thank you guys.
Okay, because your family is present, I know that you are now motivated to answer your question. Okay, so you may pick. Okay, so pick one and be ready to answer it. Okay, question number one. Okay, question is, what's one fun fact? Okay, sorry. What's one fun fact or local secret about San Enrique that every visitor should know to appreciate our culture and nature more? Again, what's one fun fact or local secret about San Enrique that every visitor should know to appreciate our culture and nature more?
Thank you. One fun fact or local secret about San Enrique that every visitor should know to appreciate our culture and nature more is that our Kalamay is not just a delicacy. It represents the Camponeros, love and hard work, dedication, passion, and everything that we do. Our culture is not just something that we leave behind, it's something that we carry forward. Thank you.
Alright, so thank you so much, candidate number one. And this time, let me call in candidate number two, who is joining us here at the center. Hello, and good evening, candidate number two. So, alright, so would you like to greet your supporters on our audience?
I would like to thank all of my supporters, especially my mama, and every cousins and every people who come here tonight.
Alright, so well, I believe you're now ready to take your question.
So you may choose your question. Okay? And of course, your question is, can I just ask Melvin to read the short one? Thank you so much.
Candidate number two, here's your question. Last July 6, 2025, you and all the rest of the Isa Kalamay candidates visited the IB community of Barangay Dakar. What story from the IB community should every visitor here, again, last July 6, 2025, you and the rest of Lina Isang Kalamay candidates visited the IT community of Barangay Dakar. What story from the IT community should every visitor hear?
The story of the IT community must be here. The story of the IT community is very important. On July 6, all of my fellow candidates, we are gathered together to witness the support and the smile of every AITA in their community. And I believe that the story of the AITA is very important because of their tradition, their culture, and their own life. And the most important story that AITA have is their one
unique characters.
If you could not express your answer in English, you may answer it in vernacular, in your native tongue.
karang pag-adto namon sa Dakar kung diin ang mga AITA ang mga AITA is dayan nakikaugid ang kaandang pagsuporta kag mainit nga pagbaton kanamon dito. Kag ako dumaron because I bring the support from them, and that's the important story that mass stories must be heard from them. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. And Joy, thank you so much for letting candidate number 2 share her thoughts in our language. And I believe that's okay with our panel of judges.
And we answer questions. Our candidates are not obliged to answer it in English. So any language that they are comfortable in answering with is very much welcome.
Yes, at this time, let me call in our candidate number 3.
Good evening, candidate number 3. Okay, so you may say good evening or hi to everybody from our spectators. That's it. Okay, no greetings from your family.
I'd like to thank my family and friends, especially Tita Steve.
Okay, so as I said, family matters.
Yes, our contestants have very supportive family with us. So I believe you're ready to take your question. Alright, please
She's
do.
very much ready to answer her question. So you may let's see if I can read this one. Okay, thank you. Your question is, if you had to describe the San Enrique in 3 words to attract tourists, what would they be and why? Again, if you had to describe San Enrique in 3 words to attract tourists, what would they be and why?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Strong, sweet, and proud. Because we are proud to the richness of our culture, the sweet spirit of our people, like our sweet Kalamay, and the tradition in San Enrique. And that's really all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 3.
Alright, so thank you so much once again. At this time, let me call in candidate number 4.
So while waiting for our candidate number 4, I know how hard it is to be on this stage
Yes,
answering questions.
Alright,
Good evening, candidate number 4.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Silent Hans.
Okay, so are you ready now to answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have the learning choice, but to take your question. Sir Melvin? Thank you.
Okay, Ma'am Jo. And your question is, candidate number 4. Some say tourism can change a town. As Linay San Kalamay, how will you make sure it changes us for the better? Again, some say tourism can change a town. As Linay San Kalamay, how will you make sure it changes us for the better?
Thank you, sir. Tourism has a really impact on our society. As in Isang Kalamay, I will live with the purpose and the heart by being an advocate, influence, and being a proud citizen of home. Our story is all about our battles and fightings from the past as our sweetest victories of now.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, candidate number 4.
So we're down now to our candidate number 5. Okay, good evening, candidate number 5.
Hello, good evening, candidate number 5.
Sir and ma'am.
So, same as the other candidates, would you like to greet your family and your supporters and our audience?
So, good evening to my family and friends who are here tonight. I am truly happy to be here standing because you're here also.
Alright, and I believe you're now very ready to read your question.
So you may pick the question and I am going to read it. Hopefully, I can read this one.
Of course not, you can, I believe.
Okay, thank you. What role do you think social media plays in promoting scientific? And how can it be used responsibly? Again, what role do you think social media plays in promoting scientific? And how can it be used responsibly?
Social media is a powerful tool that we can use in promoting scientific and wider audience. And as a responsible user, we must respect others by wanting a good communication, by selecting our words and posting respectfully and with truth in this post. That would be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 5. Alright, so this time, let me call in our candidate number 6.
So we're done with
We're done with
5 candidates.
yes, half of our 10 candidates.
So we still have with us the remaining 5.
Alright.
It's good to hear from our candidates.
Well, our candidates come to us and just beautiful, and of course, they just don't have those voluptuous bodies. I do believe that they also have their wit, and of course, they can share their thoughts.
It's great under pressure, actually. Okay,
Yes.
and because of that, we will be calling on our candidate number 6.
Yes, and number 6, please join us here.
Good evening, candidate number 6. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Are you nervous?
Good evening.
It's okay to be nervous, right? So, is there somebody in the crowd that you would like to say good evening with?
I would like to thank my family, especially my mother, for supporting me throughout this year.
So thank you to the mother and to all the mothers and the families of our candidates. And we are now set to answer your question.
Well, I believe
But
she's
then
very
for
ready.
that, we may pick your question. Thank you to Sir Mel.
Alright, so here is your question. Sugarcane is part of San Enrique's identity. How can young people today support the agricultural sector while also pursuing modern careers and aspirations? Again, sugarcane is part of San Enrique's identity. How can young people today support the agricultural sector while also pursuing modern careers and aspirations.
As an agriculture student and a candidate of the Isang Kalamay, I carry more than just a title. I carry a purpose, a dream, and I believe that I will inspire young people, especially young women, to see agriculture not just hindered or difficult, but as a dignified, dynamic, and deeply needed. I will also promote the agriculture by using my advocacy, which is the sweetest of the land, strength of every woman. That is a campaign that celebrates the values of sugarcane farming, empowers young women in agriculture, and promotes sustainable practices for a better future.
Alright, thank you very much. Candidate number 6. You know what, Ma'am Joan, I saw the mother of candidate number 6 silently cheering over there. Hello, mother.
She was not silently cheering. She was actually very happy to see like cheering so loud.
Yes.
Loud and proud.
Loud and proud. Alright, so this time, let me call in our candidate number 7.
Okay, so good evening. Candidate number 7.
Good evening to all. I want to thank my supported family, friends, classmates, and my kabog.
Alright, so
Because of that support.
yes, you have very supportive family and friends. Well, right now, I believe you're now ready to pick your question. Alright. And, okay. So you picked. What is one tradition in San Enrique that you believe should be shared with the world? And how would you promote it? Again, what is one tradition in San Enrique that you believe should be shared in the world? And how would you promote it?
So one tradition in San Enrique that I will be proud sharing is Kalamay Festival. Because Kalamay Festival is not only festivity, but it honors our hardworking farmers, cultural values, and richness of our culture. And I will promote Kalamay Festival in social media like digital art and making it relatable and inspiring to others. Because Kalamay aton niya sa Enrique Pabuganta.
Let's go, candidate number 8. Kalamay Festival.
Yes.
Good evening, candidate number 8. Okay, so yes, would you like to say something?
I just want to say thank you to my family there na nagaling pa sa Hawaii para mag-support. Thank you so much. And also to my tita, Tita Chris, thank you again sa pag-antaw today. And to my family there, Agunas family, thank you so much. And also to my friends there and classmates, thank you so much for supporting me.
And because you know already a lot of supporters, I believe you're now ready to answer the question.
Yes. Please pick your question.
Okay, pick one and open it. Okay, would you like to read it? Okay, so your question is, if San Enriquez Kalamay could tell a story, what story would it tell about the people and their values? Again, if San Enriquez Kalamay could tell a story, what story would it tell about the people and their values?
If San Enriquez Kalamay could tell a story, it would be a resilience, unity, and a sweet hard works of people here in San Enrique. That I believe that San Enrique is a place where full of people lots of farmers of sugar canes, that the very hard worker people who built our community and called our place as sweet as Kalamay, as Sugarlandia. And I am proud to say that our place is full of sweet people too, like just as Kalamay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Candidate number
Thank you
8.
so much, candidate number 8.
Yes.
This time, let me invite here at the center, candidate number 9. Hello, good evening, candidate number 9.
Everyone is sweet. Okay, good evening, candidate number 9. Here's your microphone.
Good evening, ma'am and sir.
Yes, would you like to greet your supporters? And of course, I believe you also have here your family. Would you like to greet them?
I want to grab this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who supported me, especially to my family here. Nagkalimutan nila sa malayong lugar even though kabasog ako lang sa lugar naman. But they try to find ways na makakadulong ang mga support niya sa akin. Thank you for that great support na ako. I love you.
And that's what you call your, of course, unconditional love. Right?
Yes, of course, unconditional love of the family.
Yes, and of course, supporters.
Yes. Alright, so this time, please read your question.
So the question is, if you could invite one famous person to visit San Enrique to promote tourism and culture, who would it be and why? Again, if you could invite one famous person to visit San Enrique to promote tourism and culture, who would it be and why?
If I would be given a chance to invite someone to visit San Enrique and to promote tourism and our culture, it would be Jessica Soho. Why? Because I believe that Jessica Soho is not only the person who gives us happiness or entertainment, but also she gives us inspiration, and she travel and she dinadala na kita in different places where hindi man natin makatuan, but they are trying to find way na makita natin through television, and she is the one that I want to visit sa San Enrique to promote our culture, our sugarcane, or our Kalamay Festival, because through Jessica Soho, our Kalamay Festival will be promoting through television, because television is a global, and so through social media, there's a lot, and millions of people can view the beauty and the uniqueness of our culture here in San Enrique. Thank you.
Alright, so thank you so much, candidate number 9.
So let's manifest for Jessica Soho.
And Ma'am Joanne, with our rich culture, I believe Miss Jessica Soho will be interested in visiting our towns.
She will be so happy.
Yes, and this time with us
This will be
here,
our last candidate.
our last, but not, of course, but not the least candidate number 10.
Good evening, candidate number 10.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
So, would you like also to greet your supporters and of course your family? I believe they're here in our audience.
Well, yes, I'm very grateful for the support, you guys, and I would like also to commend the people of San Enrique for watching us tonight and supporting us girls. It really means a lot, and it really shows the spirit of San Enrique wherein they really unite in empowering us women. So thank you, everyone.
Yes, of course, it's very true. In unity there is strength, and because of that, we're going to answer your question. Pick your question, no less. The last question to be answered by candidate number 10. And your question is, if a tourist visited San Enrique for the first time, what would you proudly show them and why? Again, if a tourist visited San Enrique for the first time, what would you proudly show them and why?
There's a lot of tourist spots here in San Enrique that we should be proud of. From Amat Amat Farm, Palion Farm, Kabasan Cold Spring, and many more. But if a tourist visited San Enrique, I would love to bring him or her to our sugarcane fields. I want them to tell the story of each and every hard worker, San Enrique Hon. These sugarcane fields proudly presents the history, unity, and hard work of each and every San Enrique Hon. And never, ever look at the sugarcane as something that is very low, because these sugarcane fields help a lot of San Enrique Hons. There's a lot of graduates whose parents are workers in the sugarcane fields, and that is something that we should be proud of. That is something that we should tell the world, that San Enrique is more than just the sweetness of our sugarcane, but a town or a place that is full of culture, tradition, and also character. That was wonderful.
Our municipality will receive a cash prize and a sash, and this will be given by Ms. Prima Lico, the ISAC Kalamay 2025 co-chairman, together with Mr. R.J. Pahamansis, SECOP officer.
So I believe our candidate number 6 is the friendliest among all our candidates. So we will have it on our LED wall. So it will be unveiled through our LED wall. So who will be our Miss Photogenic?
And before we reveal our Miss Photogenic, may I request our contestants to please move aside. Ladies. Alright. So that everybody can see who is our Miss Photogenic.
So our Miss Photogenic is candidate number
5.
Number 7, the best gesture on camera. So once again, congratulations to our candidate number 7. Next we have with us the darling of the support staff. The darling of the support staff is candidate number 1.
The darling of the support staff will receive a cash prize and a sash, and this will be presented by Ms. Angel Brania, SKMF officer, together with Mr. Benjo Orlando, Vice President. of the SPMF of the Municipality of San Enrique.
Our candidate number 1 is our candidate who not giving any cakes to our staff. She's easy to get along